Well, the main thing that people think about when you say the name Clara Barton is that she founded the American Red Cross. That's what she's most known for. It was kindness and compassion and concern for others that motivated her. Clara actually became certified as a teacher when she was just 17 years old, and she taught in Massachusetts for over 10 years. Clara met a woman named Mary Norton when she attended the Clinton Institute in New York, and they became fast friends. Clara lost her mother. Her mother died in 1851, I believe, and the Nortons invited Clara to come down to be with them. They knew that she was very distraught, and they lived in Hightstown, New Jersey. She ultimately got a job teaching in a school near Hightstown. The parents had to pay $2. It was such a small amount, but it was very upsetting to her. Mary Norton's brother had come to Bordentown to work, and she got on the train and came to Bordentown also seeking some employment. When Clara came to Bordentown, she did see lots of children on the streets. And she asked them why they weren't in school. And they said they weren't in school because their parents could not afford to send them to school.
When Clara Barton first came to Bordentown, she went to the Bordentown Register News, and she presented her case on why there should be a public school system in Bordentown. And the editor at the time, Peter Sudam, was not just the editor of the newspaper, but he was also a school board member. And he was a bit negative, but appreciated all the points that she brought across.
The challenge for Clara was that there was a lot of skepticism with regard to a public school, and people also were embarrassed thinking that it would be as though their child was going to a pauper school.
Public schools at the time, even though they were popular in New England, they really didn't last very long in states like New Jersey, because they felt that it was better to pay a teacher's salary through the families rather than have a free school system. They found an old schoolhouse, an abandoned one in town, and they decided to clean it up, basically turn it into Clara Barton's laboratory or experimental station.
It's considered to be the first public school in the state of New Jersey.
Even though it was like a one-room schoolhouse, this became the model that was presented to other schoolhouses across the state as the public school system spread.
She did not believe in any type of corporal punishment.
She believed that she should be on the children's level, that the children should have a trust in their teacher.
She was beloved by her students.
So much so that even though she was only in Bordentown for a little over a year and a half, her former students still wrote to her, and she wrote to them all the way into her twilight years.
They loved Clara Barton almost as much as they loved their mother. When she started here in 1852, she had 6 students on the very first day. Within 1 year, there were 600. And that's, of course, why the city had to build a larger school. I think it's pretty clear, based on things that she had written, that she expected to be the principal of that larger school.
But it was due to the fact that she was a female at the time. And therefore, they promoted a male that had no training at all.
He was to be paid $600. Clara and her other teacher friend Fanny were being paid $250.
She left the school system in February of 1854.
Clara was really shocked, very saddened, very disappointed.
Her teaching career came to an end, and even though that sounds like very sad, this very simple schoolhouse was something that really started a magnificent career for her.
I mean, she offered to teach here in Bordentown for no money, for free, because she was so committed to the idea of public education, which was so successful and which she had experienced in Massachusetts. That kind of says it all.